7 Russian regions that used to be independent countries. 1. Chechnya. Chechnya used to be a kingdom named Simsim. It was destroyed by Tamerlane in the 14th century. The Russian conquest of Chechnya was long and bloody, but ultimately it became part of the Russian Empire. However, it declared independence in 1991 as the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. In 1994, Moscow launched a military invasion. After 2 years of war, it was forced to pull out. Ichkeria existed until 2000 when Moscow launched another war. This one officially lasted until 2009. Ichkeria is recognized as an independent country by Ukraine. Its government is in exile. 2. Dagestan. Dagestan was a federation of mountain principalities. It was the scene of numerous clashes. The Romans, the Mongols, and the Huns all fought over it. The longest-lived Dagestani state was called the Avar Khanate. It existed from the 13th to the 19th century. Then it was conquered by the Russian Empire. Chechnya, Dagestan, and Ingushetia formed a federation in 1917. The region was reconquered by Soviet Russia in 1921. 3. Adygea. Circassia was a country in the North Caucasus. The Russian-Circassian War lasted for 99 years. By 1864, Russia had won. 90% of the Circassian people were exiled or killed. Today, the region is called the Republic of Adygea. Only a quarter of its population are Circassian. 4. Kalmykia. The Kalmyks settled the open steppes along the Volga and Terek rivers. Their domain was ruled by the Kalmyk Khanate. It was a powerful Buddhist state that thrived on trade. Russia signed a treaty with the Kalmyk Khan. Kalmykia was nominally part of the Russian Empire. However, there were no Russian settlers or government officials there. The Kalmyks resisted the Bolsheviks during the Russian Civil War. After their defeat, a large part of them immigrated. Stalin deported most of the remaining Kalmyks after World War II. Today, only about 60% of the population is Kalmyk. 5. North Ossetia, Alania. The Kingdom of Alania lay on the Silk Road. This made it prosperous and powerful. But in the 13th century, Alania was invaded by the Mongols. In the 18th century, it was conquered by the Russians. Alania, now known as Ossetia, was the first Russian base in the Caucasus. The Russians established a military base at Vladikavkaz. It became the starting point for further invasions. 6. Tatarstan. Modern-day Tatarstan is a remnant of the Khanate of Kazan. It was a large medieval Tatar state with Kazan as its capital. The Khanate was a successor of the Golden Horde. It covered several contemporary Russian republics. Apart from Tatarstan, it also ruled Mari El, Chuvashia, Mordovia, and parts of Udmurtia and Bashkortostan. The Khanate was conquered by Ivan the Terrible in the 1550s. In 1918, the Tatars established the Adel-Ural state, but this independence was short-lived. The Bolsheviks crushed it within a month. In 1990, Tatarstan declared sovereignty from the Soviet Union, but after the invasion of Chechnya, the Tatars relented. Kazan signed an agreement with Moscow. 7. Kabardino-Balkaria. The Grand Principality of Great Kabarda was a full-fledged state. It existed between the 15th and 19th centuries. Balkaria was a separated region at the time. Russia conquered both, establishing military forts there. The Balkars were deported by Stalin after World War II. Today, the Republic of Kabardino-Balkaria is 57% Kabardian. Only about 13% of the population are Balkars.